identity. Sorry, director, I don't think I can be in this movie after all.
Oh? Why?
A panda tyrant doesn't need a turtle master to learn kung fu. Panda tyrants have thick skin and tough flesh. We don't make a big fuss about water being hot or cold, and we definitely don't dream of becoming human by pouring hot water on ourselves, or through any other means. Not all panda tyrants love drinking nitro fuel. Panda tyrants are omnivores, and more importantly, panda tyrants are never loners. I want my friends by my side, and right now, I have them.
Did you yank her hair, put bugs in her desk, and keep stealing her pens?
That's not how you get a girl to like you, I guarantee.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, witch lady. Do you think the prank god will forgive me now? OMG, no way! What a coincidence! That little girl you were messing with is actually my little sis, Sumi.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, man.
She told me she really wanted to be friends with this guy, but he just kept picking on her. She came home crying for so long. Don't tell me that guy was you.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
What?
There you are, Belle. I tried on the clothes. They seem quite different from what I ordered. Is this the custom-made outfit? Yes. I thought the store got it wrong, but the owner said they didn't. What do you think? Doesn't it seem out of character for me? Maybe I should return it. You look good in anything, Shifu. I see. The owner did say it was good to switch it up sometimes. Maybe it's just because I've never worn clothes like this before. Never mind. This outfit actually is pretty easy to move around in, so I'll keep it. Well, you know how you can wake up and think your day is going good, think everything's okay? You know how one day you can have a really shit day, and then you wake up the next day feeling nice and good? Well, you never you shouldn't sit there and think you'll have an okay day. Just before getting on to ZENLESS to go ahead and get some of the things we have to do here, like this stuff done, I found out that Orange is in the hospital, so yeah, there's a big fuck you to my day. He's doing okay, thankfully. You know, he looks okay. He wasn't, you know, mumbling anything. Didn't look like he was out of it. But he had himself a little bit of an emergency, and he's in the hospital now. And I'm just letting our friends know so they, you know, they can wish him well, stuff like that. I haven't done that for Zach yet because I know he's out busy today. I'm gonna at least wait a little bit till later to let him know. But yeah, that's a surprise that I wasn't expecting today, and never one you want to hear that someone you know is in the hospital. But I'm all the way over here in Texas, and he's in Canada, so there's nothing I can't go over there. So I'll just keep doing what we're doing, and by that we're gonna do this since it's sitting here.
Oh, your school requires everyone to do internships? Though Yuzuha briefly mentioned it before, the details are more interesting than I thought. From everyone's description, it sounds super fun.
Fun? Not really. It's mostly just hard work. Though I gotta admit, sometimes you meet some interesting characters. I guess another thing is I found out that the headset I've been using for quite a while, yeah, the wire just popped out of the, you know, the rubber part of your cords and stuff. Yeah, the wire just popped out. It ripped somehow. Probably from all of the twisting and stuff and me trying to pull it back to straighten it. So I'm just waiting until I listen to one of these video clips and it just starts doing static. So yeah, anyway. What are you guys talking about?
What a coincidence running into you on the street again. Alice was asking me in Monato about our part-time jobs. Sounds like she's never worked a part-time job before. Our school doesn't seem to have that requirement.
Hold on. You know how it is before. You know how sometimes I say, oh, gotta respond to a text, very important, in my recordings. You know, I always say in my recordings, oh, I'm responding to an important text, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes I say that as just an excuse so I can write the text while still recording and maybe you'll understand. No, this time it's an actual medical emergency, so I have to respond to these texts. I know I could stop the recording, but I'm more focused on the text message than the recording itself. Anyway,
The school assumes we've already been exposed to management decision-making to our family business from an early age.
Whenever I chat with Alice, I can't help but think, yeah, she's definitely a proper lady.
Right? When Alice was bawling her eyes out, it was hard to imagine her as that same person who's always been going around with a straight face saying, as a member of the Timefield family. Yusa's inspiration is spot on. No, don't bring that up again. Don't make me remember those embarrassing moments.
alright, if we keep going, you'll definitely blow your top again. Damn. Looks like, Ketch was on, Withering Waves and got Frolova in one multi-pull. Anyway,
I'll be merciful and let you off easy today. I used to work harder on controlling my emotions. I'll watch more horror videos to practice.
Stop teasing Alice. Have you forgotten? She took your advice and watched 3 filler movies to build up her courage, but got so scared she had to sleep with the lights on for a whole week.
Well, since we're in Spook Shack now, it's definitely time to work on that courage. Getting scared a few more times will raise your fear threshold. Let's talk about the internship instead. I'm getting flashbacks of that gruesome scene again. Monato, since you've worked at so many part-time jobs, you must have some memorable experience.
Come to think of it, yeah. There was this one time I joined a new project, and my boss quit on my very first day. Then to keep the project running smoothly, the company had to take over my former boss's responsibilities in just 1 week, promising me that after graduation I'd officially become part of the leadership team. When I insisted on leaving, they tried every way possible to get me to recommend someone else to take over my position.
Working in a company like that must be really tough.
sounds suspicious. Don't even get me started on all that shady companies Monato's dealt with.
We'd be here for days. My work experience probably doesn't hold a candle to Monato's. Apart from helping out a dad's shop and stocking and haggling, I've only done the occasional odd job here and there. Still, sometimes we get troublesome customers, even more annoying than the ethereals in the hollow. Like they'd suddenly barge into our shop insisting that decor is an eyesore that ruins their mood, and demand compensation for emotional distress. And then there was those who break stuff that they bought, came back claiming our products are defective, until we pull the security footage and they slink off all embarrassed. Sometimes you even get competitors coming in to snoop around, or people who owe us money flipping the script and claiming we owe them. Ugh, dealing with all that really took a lot out of me. Who'd have thought Philomene Heights looked so peaceful on the surface yet so many bad seeds?
Running your own shop comes with its own headaches, too. Yeah, but you know what? There are plenty of good things that happen at work, too.
Like those moms who come back to the store just to thank us after finding something their daughters love. And they say our prices are fair. We've got local customs who keep coming back.
I've got customers.
Oh right, when the annoying customer was harassing me, this kind stranger who was shopping in the store came to my rescue. Plus on weekends my little sister Kaede sometimes comes to help out. Everything's so much easier with her around, even though she always denies caring about me.
Blessings and misfortunes really do go hand in hand. Yeah, there are good things too.
Yeah, just like Yuzuna said. Well, I've met my fair share of shady characters. I also got to know this really kind old guy who taught me a lot of things about navigating the world.
Your internships all around sound so interesting. I feel like I only know things within my family, and I'm not too familiar with anything that's not ether related. Maybe I should convince Grandpa Mr. Arnold to let me take some time off for an internship.
Eh? So the young lady wants to try working like a commoner?
Too bad, we're not really hiring. Hold up, I think I just got a brilliant idea. We could all work at Bell's video store. Business is booming there, so they must be able to pay a bunch of staff, right?
Welcome.
But all the money I earn from working in your store will probably be spent on renting the videotapes. You're pretty clever, Belle. Was this part of your plan?
Alright, that was an abrupt ending, I guess. Okay, well, gotta make use of my day, no matter what's going on. Oh shit, I forgot I don't need to do that one. No, I don't. Actually, I only need to do the Yuzuha one. Why did I not just do these two last night? Oh yeah, I didn't feel well. Okay.
Yuzuha, looking for me? I'm so bored. Want to go out and do something?
I was just about to invite you. We're totally on the same wavelength, even thinking about each other at the same time. Where to? I'll leave that up to you. Want to walk around 6th Street? 6th Street? Sounds good. I know your video store is on that street, but I still don't know much else around there. Perfect chance to explore. I'm counting on you to be my guide. Whoa, they've got ice cream flavors we don't have. These snacks look pretty tasty too. Should I grab some for everyone at Spook Shack? Let's buy it on our way back. Don't feel like lugging stuff around all day. You're here. You're here, Belle. I already walked around before you got here. Figured I'd get a feel for the place. It's very nice here, and I like it a lot. I've always felt like when you get to know a place through someone, it kind of takes on their colors. Like 6th Street, it totally reminds me of you. It's the kind of vibe that's easy to warm up to. Chill, open, with just a hint of mischief.
What color is that?
Don't just look with your eyes, feel it with your heart. Alright, now that you're here, let's walk around. When running into something new for the first time, some people go with their gut, others use logic. Which type are you? That smells amazing. There's a noodle shop here.
Why, you were saying there's a noodle shop, but then you're walking to the video store.
I know this place. So, this is your video store, It's got a lot of personality even just from the outside. 6th Street feels quite different from Folian Heights, from the street decorations to the people, but I love them both. Living here, this street must hold a lot of special memories for you. What were you like before we met? You know, the only way I can learn about your past is through stories. For some reason, that thought makes me feel a little lonely. There's still plenty of time for us to make new memories. I see. That's totally something you'd say. I guess I was overthinking things. You're right. Everyone carries their own stories when they meet someone new. Maybe not being able to know each other's past isn't the most important thing. What matters is what we do from here on out. How we build something new together. You really would make an amazing life coach, Belle. You always say the right thing to put my heart at ease. Could you tell me one of your stories? One I haven't heard yet.
Talk about Port Elpis.
About a man who once fought wholeheartedly for his ideals, only to walk away from them for reasons no one fully understood. About his scheme and tangle people's fate in ways no one saw coming. About that critical moment when the young Void Hunter overcame her inner demons, sheathing her blade and calming the storm in her heart. About how no matter where they were, or what they were doing, your friends dropped everything to come help. About how in the end, with the chaos finally behind you, you and your sibling were just thankful to still have each other. You always seem to get into dangerous situations. Thankfully, it always turns out okay in the end. I wish I could have seen that final showdown with my own eyes. It sounds pretty epic. That was such a long story, but I'm totally satisfied. Well, for today anyway. If there's time, tell me more stories next time, okay? I want to hear more interesting stories, but more importantly, I want to get to know you better.
Well, I would hear your story too if we had time for that.
Okay, we're gonna go do Yuzuha's second trust event, and then I guess I'll probably do the rest of these tomorrow, maybe, or something. I mean, I could get them done now. I don't know. I don't exactly feel like it, especially not after the news of Orange in the hospital. But I don't know. Let's just get it done.
You're here. Sorry for coming to you without a notice, but I'm really worried.
What's going on?
Yuzuha suddenly disappeared. Monoto and I looked everywhere for her, but she was nowhere to be found.
Uh-huh. Hold on. Damn it. I didn't even... guess the headset's fine. I had to check back on one of the clips to make sure there wasn't anything wrong with the headset. I mean, the only time you hear a little noise is when I move my head too fast or if I bump the headset and move the mic, so... Well, anyway. What do you mean?
We were supposed to hang out together and talk about our plans for Spook Shack, but just before we were supposed to meet, Yuzuha messaged us. The text said, "Sorry, I'm not coming today. You guys go ahead without me." Totally not how she usually talks. Something must have happened. I couldn't get in touch with her after that. She probably just turned her phone off.
Do you have any idea where she might have gone?
We checked several stores that Yuzuha usually likes to visit, but nobody had seen her. Monato suggested some of the ghost story locations we've heard about. Still nothing. Where did she go? I'm worried.
Let's not panic. I'll help look for her.
Thank you, Belle. With one more person, we've got a better shot at finding her. I'm gonna keep asking around.
Okay, I'll ask around too.
Thank you so much. Yuzuha, what happened to her?
Well, this is immediate. Usually the second trust event is usually the one that isn't voiced. But, like, this is one that should immediately be voiced, in my opinion. Like, this should be voiced, because it sounds like we're gonna get something serious with Yuzuha. But then they could shift things around. I mean, Yuzuha is one of the newer characters, so who knows?
Feel free to browse. Why am I feeling kind of drowsy in the middle of the day?
Miss, you're looking kind of worried. Something on your mind? Hey, have you seen a red-haired girl with a tanuki on her back?
You mean the young lady with the tanuki?
Yeah, I remember her. Hard not to know as someone walking around with a little critter like that. Come to think of it, she looked pretty troubled today. You young folks really can't hide your feelings, can you? Whatever's on your mind ends up written all over your face. She came rushing over and asked for the most expensive snack I had. I handed her the snack and asked what was wrong, but she didn't say a word. Just bought her snack and ate it with her cheeks puffed out. Such a sweet-looking girl. It's a shame to see her looking so down. When did she come by? You're totally giving public security officer grilling a suspect vibes. You must be pretty desperate to know. Honestly, I don't think it's anything too serious. She looked a little down, yes, but when she was eating, she had a satisfied look on her face. Guess the snack helped. But judging by your face, I'm assuming you're not just gonna sit around and wait for her to feel better on her own. Woman, we are her friend. Just answer the damn question.
Come on, boss. Do you know where she went?
When she left, she was muttering about wanting to get some fresh air up high. Why don't you check the cable car station? Oh my god, how much shipping, how much... Bruh. And people trying to say that Yuzuha must be gay. If you used to be like that in your younger days, I can see why you're single, lady.
Oh, I missed it again. I'm never making it in time, am I?
Yuzuha!
Ah! Oh! It's you!
What are you doing here?
Were you, looking for me?
After explaining to Yuzuha that Alice sent you to find her, Yuzuha looked even more down. Kama gently patted her shoulder with his tiny paw.
Oh, I see. Sorry for not explaining clearly and making everyone worried.
It's all my fault. I couldn't get my emotions under control. Couldn't act like everything's fine and hang out like nothing happened. What's going on?
I didn't want to worry you all, but I've been holding it together by myself for so long. Is it okay if I show a little weakness?
Would you ride the cable car with me?
I just missed the last one, but then you showed up. I guess I'm pretty lucky after all.
Sure. You get on the cable car with Yuzuha, looking down from here. The ocean stretches out so far it feels like you could reach it. With that beautiful view beneath you, the heaviness in the air slowly begins to lift.
Oh, I feel so much better. I really like cable cars. Sitting in the little box, looking out through the clear windows. It feels like I'm floating in the air. Looks like I'm free in a way I've never been before. It's like all the troubles that weigh you down don't matter anymore. Not when you're up here. with the mountains and oceans stretched out around you. Okay, I'm ready to tell you what's been on my mind. I'm listening. So, a friend of mine is transferring to another school, and I was the last one to find out. We were classmates. We'd pass notes during class, talk between class periods, walk home together after school. I told her things I never even shared with my family. Maybe that's why it was so hard for her to tell me. After all, I'm the one she would miss the most. On the day she left, I had to go miss school because something came up at home. When I got back, she was already gone, without a word. She's really not good at saying goodbyes. She texted me afterwards, kept apologizing, and said we'd hang out again sometime. And I get it. I've forgiven her. I really have. But I still can't help feeling sad. I didn't want her to leave. I didn't want us to part like that. Not so sudden. You'll meet her again. I know. But right now, I just feel sad. I wanted to crack a few jokes to lighten the mood, but I couldn't get a single word out. I'm usually good at stuff like that. Yuzuha, it's okay to be sad. Is it okay to be sad? Isn't that just being childish and selfish? No. I can be sad. Even if we'll see each other again someday. That doesn't mean what I'm feeling right now doesn't matter. Because I don't want to fade from her heart. I want our memories to stay real, to stay alive. You sit with Yuzuha, she cries. First in quiet sobs, then in uncontrollable tears. The emotion she's kept hidden for so long fully burst, pouring out like a dam giving way to a flood. I feel a lot better after crying like that. I must have looked pretty silly. But I think to you, even emotions that seem childish still matter. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said those words. You've always been so kind, Belle. I can't help but depend on you more and more. It's unfair. I'm good now. Let's just go find Alice and Monato. They must be worried. You know, the more you play through things with with Yuzuha, the more you realize that Yuzuha seems to be someone who really gets attached pretty easily. But of course, tries very hard to hide her emotions, of course. I'm sorry, Lady Bunny. What? You clearly don't think you were in the wrong, and don't call me Lady Bunny. Dear Alice, I know you're worried about me, but please have mercy and forgive me. I won't do it again. I promise I'll explain everything properly next time.
It's rare to see Yuzuha acting like this. Oh, it's just as rare seeing Alice this angry.
Fine, I'll forgive you this time. But next time you cancel plans last minute, you better explain why. Monato, Belle, and I were really worried. We looked everywhere for you.
Yeah, thanks to Belle. No idea how you managed to find... Yeah, thanks to Belle. No idea how you managed to find Yuzuha. We searched every shop in Fomian Heights and couldn't find her anywhere.
Just a gut feeling. Maybe it's because I'm lucky. Belle's the best when it comes to comforting people when they're down. Monato's too awkward, and Alice is, well, not the brightest. So of course Belle's the one who found me. Are you calling me stupid? I've been a top student my whole life. Oops, you can't deny that you're just a little slow on the emotional stuff, though. But hey, even when you're slow and silly, you're still cute. Alright, that's enough. Stop picking on Alice. Hey, Belle should totally be by my side. But seeing her worry about me like that, I almost feel bad about teasing her. Also... Yuzu leans in close with a mischievous smile like she's about to whisper in your ear. Kama's soft fur brushes against your neck and it tickles. Thanks for today, Belle. You validated my feelings, even the ones that might have been unnecessary. I'm really happy. What did Yuzuha just whisper to you, Belle? Tell me. Pretty please? No. It's a secret from the silly bunny.
Okay.
Well, I like that. I wish that one was voiced, though. That was a very important one that should have been voiced. But we can't all get what we want, can we? I think next time around, I gotta getting on these quality time things. The day, the day has, it's practically the end of the day. It's like 2 a.m., but I want to get a little bit more recording done. And Orange actually messaged and earlier, and he's feeling a lot better.
Hope you
He's
enjoy
actually-
exploring the dreamlike
He's
deep
out of
sea.
the hospital and all that. So yeah, we're gonna go continue on with what I wanted to do, and that was finish up some trust events and all that other stuff. So yeah, because I'm sure he'll be on tomorrow, and I will practically want to talk with him tomorrow.
Want a
So-
warm bowl of soup to shake it off.
The tea here, its taste has changed.
I forgot to change my outfit.
I used to come here for tea before my daughter got married, but everything seems different ever since she moved to the Janice Quarter after her wedding. Even the tea here tastes better now.
I see, but I just did a divination reading for you. The trigrams reveal that your daughter might be coming to visit you with her child soon. Are you feeling any better now?
Could it be true?
Of course. So, does the tea still taste bitter?
Not anymore. Come to think of it, this tea always tastes as it always has. So I won't file a complaint. They didn't cut any corners. How wonderful. I need to hurry back and whip up something tasty for my daughter and granddaughter.
The old man leaves in high spirits. As expected, it was a matter of the mind. Shifu. Oh, you're here. I just saw an old man saying the tea taste has changed here, so I did a quick fortune reading and gave him some words of comfort. So what do you say? Would you like to try the tea here too?
Since you're already here, why don't we have a cup of tea together? I'll brew some.
Thank you, Shifu.
It's just tea. No need to be so formal. You're my disciple after all.
With a series of smooth, predicted movements, Yushuan quickly brews a pot of tea. Who would have thought someone usually so averse to hassle would be so hands-on with this?
Here, go ahead, have a taste. Oh, and just so you know, I'm not very particular with tea. Sometimes I might leave a few leaves floating around. I hope you don't mind.
You glance down and see a few bits of tea leaves floating in your cup.
Actually, I kinda like tea with leaves floating in it. It tastes better this way.
You have good taste, as expected of my disciple. Since you like it, go ahead and finish the whole cup. I had this batch roasted 4 times. Should help clear out that stagnant fatigue from staying up late.
Wait, how'd you know I stayed up late last night?
You've been staying at the temple. I notice things. The tea is helpful, but don't overdo it. It eases some of the effects of staying up. It might also make it harder for you to fall asleep tonight. Balance is key. That applies here too. It's the same for you at work. No matter how important things seem, your well-being should come first. It's best to cut down on those late nights when you can.
Thanks for looking out for me, Shifu. I'll try to cut back on late nights, get more exercise, and I'll drink more tea.
Good, as long as you follow through. As your master, I have a responsibility for your well-being. All right, the tea is nice, but we should have snacks to go with it too. Feel free to order anything you like. My treat. No need to rush. We still have plenty of time to spend together today.
Oh. Well, that trust event ended kind of abruptly. Huh. I don't know, there's just something about it that kind of surprised me with how quickly it ended and how it didn't develop really anything for Yishuan's character. Other than, you know, she's just the laid-back lady, and that's pretty much it. Yes, pretty lady. Anyway, I need to finish Pan Yinhu's, where... Oh, it needs to be midnight. Don't you dare crash. Moonlight streamed into the room where Senior Yinhu was still awake. He was hyper-focused on training his techniques in martial arts, dripping with sweat, completely unaware of your approaching steps, and probably also wondering why you're wearing a swimsuit. You watched silently from the side, waiting for him to finish his training. After a while, he came to a stop, adjusted his stance, and finally noticed you were there.
Junior Bell, when did you get here?
I had to check something. Okay, I don't think the headset's doing any staticky bullshit.
About half an hour ago. You were focused on training, so I didn't want to disturb you.
I didn't even notice you were here. Oh, my apologies. I tried my best to stay quiet. Did I wake you up anyway?
Nah, I couldn't fall asleep, so I decided to take a walk. Speaking of, why are you training in the middle of the night, Signorine Hu?
Well, there's no fancy reason behind it. It's just that I feel myself lacking in terms of training. Especially when I see Shifu, Senior Fufu, and Senior Shuyuan excelling in theirs. It's hard to sleep whenever the thought crosses my mind. So after some tossing and turning, I decided to get up and have something to eat. But then I overate the buns and ended up feeling bloated. So that's why I'm here, to train and burn off some of the extra energy.
Oh, I thought when you couldn't sleep, your first instinct was to get up and train.
Oh no, I'm not that hardworking. However, training is great for self-discipline. Good food fills the belly, and good training nourishes the spirit. Whenever I tune my breathing and become mindful of the shift and flow of the world around, it always calms my restless heart. Why not give it a try, Junior Bell?
Following Yinhu's advice, you close your eyes and open your mind to the night breeze's flow. The whole world seems to have fallen silent. Then, as you turn to strike the training dummy again, every hit now lands with uncanny precision.
I told you, it's great practice. This was the very first lesson Shifu taught me back then.
The first lesson Ishuan Shifu taught you? I'm intrigued. Can you tell me more?
Huh? That's what intrigues you? Well, sure. But your impression of me might change after. And it's not really an interesting tale. Are you sure you still want to hear it?
Of course. As long as you're willing to tell it.
All right. Before meeting Shifu and becoming a disciple of Yunki Summit, I was a wanderer roaming about New Eridu with no family. The only thing special about me was that I'm a panda thyron. As you know, bear thyrons and cat thyrons aren't that rare, but things are different with panda thyrons. Despite the sprawling city, I had no kin and could only rely on myself to get by. Those were tough days. I hadn't learned how to cook, nor did I have any other skills. I was starving every day, scraping by with odd jobs. You can never truly appreciate food until you've starved. I learned very quickly that if I wanted to eat my fill, I had to rely on my skills.
And then? Did you come to Yunki Summit and become Shifu's disciple then?
Huh? Oh, of course not. There's still a ways to go. I became a hollow raider. Turns out, my ether aptitude is pretty decent, and I had enough raw strength to brawl my way through hollows. So I was able to feed myself by selling all the valuables I plundered during those expeditions.
Sorry, I forgot my controller battery was low.
I couldn't care less about those who stood in my way inside the hollow. Ethereals, bandit gangs, other hollow raiders, you name it. I treated anyone who tried to take my loot to a face full of punches. Until one day, I found a rare trinket in the hollow. Something important related to porcelain, I thought. I wasn't sure back then, but I knew it was worth a fortune. And that's when a lady with white hair and garments approached me. I bet you must have guessed by now. Yep, that was Ishuan Shifu.
I get it. She saw your potential and wanted to enlighten you. She told you to give up the Hollow Raider business and become a disciple of Yunki Summit, right?
Huh? of course not. We're just getting started. She lost her way inside the hollow and asked me for directions, but I didn't know that was all she really wanted. I thought she was after my loot, so I fought her.
And you lost.
That was the first time I learned that violence can't solve everything, especially when you're up against someone much stronger than you. Shifu put me to the floor swiftly.
I got it. That's when she recognized the potential in you, then convinced you to become her disciple, right?
I think Belle's forgetting that Yuchuan Shifu is so laid back that the teachings are secondary.
Huh? No, we're not even halfway through the story yet. I was spent from the fight, and then passed out from hunger. When I came to, she had already taken me out of the hollow. She told me that long-term exposure to ether was causing me to struggle with my inner demons, and that I should do as she said if I wanted to contain the violence within. And then she taught me the training routine I just showed you. I did it in front of her and felt the aggression inside me melt away, as if nothing would anger or upset me again. It was an extraordinary feeling. It made me think that if I clung to my way of life, maybe I'd never experience the wonders of this technique again.
That's when you finally joined Yunki Summit, right?
Huh? No, but that's coming up soon. I then asked her if she had any food. After all, my mind was enriched, but my belly was still empty. As much as I was ready to change my ways and become a new panda, I couldn't spare the mental energy while on an empty stomach. And then she told me that Yunki Summit serves 3 meals a day. So I joined, but she didn't explain that 3 meals a day actually meant funds for 3 meals a day. Yunki Summit didn't even have a proper chef. In the end, I had to learn how to cook and serve everyone anyway.
Well, your past is, how should I put it? Filled with twists and turns, or
a tangled mess, right? It's all right, because I think so too. But this is much better than the days when I had no one and nothing, isn't it? Without this mess, I wouldn't have become Shifu's disciple, met Senior Fufu and Shu Yuan. And you. I haven't told anyone this chapter of my life so far. It's not that interesting anyway. But for some reason, I just can't say no to your curious gaze. Don't go telling anyone else now.
nonsense. I think it's super cool of you to have the courage to change, Signorine Hu.
Oh, you're making me blush. Well, I'm feeling tired from training. Why don't we have a midnight snack together? What would you like to eat? I've got you covered.
That was a nice event.
Every night I will save your life, and